I love seeing your family on stage, honey.
Thanks a bunch.
Kevin Costner is looking gaunt after going through a series of messy divorce trials with ex-wife Christine Baumgartner. Kevin Costner's Yellowstone diet revealed. Find out what the star comfort ate on set ahead of explosive divorce from ex-Christine Baumgartner and show exit. Kevin Costner indulged in a few helpings of comfort food on the set of Yellowstone while he was heading for a divorce with his estranged wife Christine Baumgartner. The 68-year-old star, who played John Dutton in the hit show for 5 seasons, often pushed his diet to the side to tuck into a delicious dessert in the midst of his scandalous split, according to Chef Gabriel Gilbo, who is Yellowstone's head of craft services. Kevin always likes to tell me he's on a diet and off the sugar, and then he'll ask me to make him an apple pie, Gabriel revealed to Delish during a recent interview. In the same day, usually. The celebrity chef said the Oscar winner could be found hanging out by his makeshift kitchen hoping to score some sweets during filming, even though Kevin was a picky eater. Before he met me, I think, he solely lived off of canned chili and hot dogs, Gabriel quipped. Along with the apple pie, Gabriel, who also plays Chef Gator on the wildly popular series, said he often offered Kevin and the cast such classics as gumbo, etouffee, jambalaya, and barbecue. Kevin's choice of comfort food came as he was nearing the end of his time on the show and the end of his 18-year marriage. Just as he officially quit Yellowstone in May and announced that the 5th season will be his last, he also revealed his split with Christine. Now, the former couple have reached a settlement in the bitter legal war. The couple had been due to battle over whether Christine, 49, would be awarded $855,000 to pay her legal bills, something that has now been taken off the table. A joint statement from Costner and Baumgartner provided to DailyMail.com read, Kevin and Christine Costner have come to an amicable and mutually agreed upon resolution of all issues pertaining to their divorce proceedings. According to TMZ, if Christine challenges the judgment, she would have to repay Kevin more than $1 million and pay his attorney's fees for the prenup fight. Upon hearing this, the mother of 3 agreed over the weekend to the terms of a 3-page settlement letter. Kevin's legal team, which was headed by Disso Queen Laura Wasser, had won a series of legal battles leading up to the settlement. Last month, a friend told DailyMail.com that Christine had agreed to settle because Kevin has all the power. The friend explained, Christine didn't really have a choice but to settle because Kevin had all the power. Had she continued fighting, she would risk losing everything. Christine said it is what it is. That she won't miss going to court and having sleepless nights. She said for the kids it's a win because no child wants to go through this, let alone in public. She was the one who wanted to settle things outside of court in the first place. She never wanted any of this circus. It's been a living nightmare, and now she just wants to move on and start fresh and begin making her new house a home. During the course of their nearly 19-year marriage, the Dances with Wolves star and his estranged wife welcomed 3 children, Caden, 16, Hayes, 14, and Grace, 13. Kevin Costner is reportedly convinced his ex-wife had one goal in mind with their divorce drama. Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner may have settled their divorce after 4 months of contentious legal back and forth, but the actor is reportedly still recovering from the drama that ensued. After Baumgartner filed for divorce in May, Costner put pressure on the courts to enforce their prenuptial agreement that required her to move out of their family home. Baumgartner, in turn, pushed for Costner to be required to pay expensive monthly child support checks, initially seeking $248,000 a month for their 3 children. The couple battled it out over their properties, Costner's finances, allegations that Baumgartner had an affair, and were even at odds over who got the silverware. Eventually, the divorce was settled and Costner, 68, is being required to pay $63,000 a month in child support while Baumgartner, 49, will have to cough up $14,000 to cover some of his legal fees for contesting their prenup. Now, according to a source who talked to In Touch Weekly, the Yellowstone actor is not one bit happy with his ex-wife's approach to their split. He's convinced she's been trying to make him look bad all along, said one source, noting that Costner is sure Baumgartner wanted to drain his finances. Without a doubt, Kevin felt Christine was attempting to take him to the cleaners. This divorce, added the source, is one of the hardest things he's ever been through. The former couple reached a settlement in mid-September, but, for the actor, the damage is already done. For an ultra-private star like Kevin, who keeps things close to his chest, having personal details about his marriage and lifestyle continue to be aired out in public is the last thing he needed, continued the source. He wanted to stop the madness. The source claims Costner has no issue with paying child support for sons Caden Wyatt and Hayes Logan, and daughter Grace Avery, but pushed back when his ex requested such a high sum because of concerns about where the money would end up. What the judge ordered him to pay in child support is fair. Kevin's fear was that anything more than that would go straight into Christine's pocket to be used for her high-end lifestyle, said the source. As for what the settlement means for the actor going forward, the source claims Costner is just trying to move on. Kevin's kids are his priority, the source concluded. He's a little worried Christine will try to turn them against him, so he's trying to counter that by being there for them as much as possible. He's still adjusting to this new life and doing the best he can. Kevin Costner receives huge post-divorce update on multi-million-dollar personal project. Just a couple weeks ago, the Yellowstone star and his ex-wife Christine Baumgartner finalized the terms of their divorce. Good news for Kevin Costner, his long-awaited Western epic, the Horizon series, finally has a release date after years of production and anticipation. According to Warner Brothers, Horizon, an American Saga Chapter 1 will be released on June 28, 2024, followed by its sequel, Horizon, an American Saga Chapter 2, less than 2 months later on August 16, 2024. The upcoming release is the first big move for the former Yellowstone star since his divorce with ex-wife Christine Baumgartner was finally settled after a tense battle that waged on for months. According to previously reported court documents, the actor and Oscar-winning director, 68, spent nearly $20 million of his own money to the budget of the Western saga, which is intended to stretch out over 4 parts. While production on the third movie was paused due to the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, filming for the first 2 films was completed by this summer. Production on the film series received significant publicity due to Kevin's ongoing association with Yellowstone, although it is unclear at this point whether he will return to the franchise to wrap his leading role as John Dutton. Horizon marks Kevin's return to the director's chair for the first time since his critically acclaimed 2003 film Open Range. He won an Academy Award in 1990 for directing the film Dances with Wolves, for which he was also nominated for Best Actor and won Best Picture. A synopsis for the series reads, America's expansion into the West was one that was fraught with peril and intrigue, from the natural elements to the interactions with the indigenous peoples who lived on the land, and the determination and at many times ruthlessness of those who sought to settle it. Kevin told Deadline previously, Horizon tells the story of that journey in an honest and forthcoming way, highlighting the points of view and consequences of the character's life and death decisions. In a different interview with the publication, he delved into the amount of personal stake that was invested in the project, which he had been working on since 1988, a year before the release of Dances with Wolves. I commissioned this story in 1988. Single movie, two-hander. A conventional Western with a beginning, middle, and end. I couldn't get anybody to make it, he explained. I've mortgaged 10 acres on the water in Santa Barbara where I was going to build my last house, the actor confessed. But I did it without a thought. It has thrown my accountant into a conniption fit. But it's my life, and I believe in the idea and the story. Back in May, Kevin shared a glimpse of production on the film and wrote, We're deep into the production of #Horizon Film, and, I have to tell you, I haven't felt this way about a movie since we were making Dances with Wolves. Can't wait to share it with all of you.